Obi-Wan Kenobi here, only one, and I'm back. Now, some of you might not realise I was even gone, but the thing is that I had my phone repaired again for the third time. It's just really bad luck. What happened was they fixed the camera about 2 weeks ago, and then when they sent it back with a faulty SIM card holder. But anyway, God knows what happened there. But still, I didn't want to do any videos without filming in 1080p, because otherwise it's a big step back. And if you've clicked on this video, you want to see the opening of this. Now, this is something that was a gift from Anthony from the Imperial Communique. You know, I don't have a PO box or anything like that, so it's very rare that I get something like this. But he got in touch with me. By the way, amazing YouTuber. If you haven't seen his channel, he uses stop motion animation, brilliant content. Such an original YouTuber. Anyway, he got in touch and he said, you know, I have a spare speeder bike and Scout Trooper. Would you like it? And I was like, how could I say no to that, you know, because I didn't know what they cost over here, but Tim did a video on this recently. Secondary market in UK, these go for massive money, you know. So there you go. And he got his from Australia, Tim, I think. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it on here. I haven't had a chance, what with having the broken phone and everything, and I want to do some more room tours and stuff, but I know exactly where the speeder bike will go. It'll join this Imperial ensemble here. Do not adjust your TV. Yes, that thing is spinning. Yes, I have used this for that now. The spinner, the rotator, I used to use for, well, one of my favourite figures ever. As we look on the Expanded Universe shelf here, Anakin. I used to have that separate from all my figures, because he is my favourite figure ever. My old place, I used to have him on that rotator just spinning. He looked really cool as well, man. Next to the Luke Skywalker Anakin lightsaber hilt of mine. But I decided to bring that in here, and it's doing a good job. Hidden behind the tank driver there. So as I say, I'm in natural light here, and look at this. This is the reason why I've not done videos, because I don't want to not film in here without doing it in 1080p. Natural light you can't beat. Up here we have the Legacy Falcon, and down here, as you saw at the beginning, is the new Vintage Collection Falcon. Now, if you're keeping up with where I'm up to with that, I sent the faulty one off. This is the replacement one I got from Zavi, because Comics and Cocktails sold out. So I had to get another one via Zavi. Now, I sent off my faulty Falcon to them over a week ago, and they received it this Monday. This is Saturday when I'm filming this. I still haven't had a refund from them yet, which is worrying, because apparently the word is Comics and Cocktails had a nasty break-in recently. Look how good this vehicle is, man. Look at the quality of that. They had a nasty break-in. So my condolences, absolutely. I hope everything's all right. You know, I hope they're okay. But the bottom line is I'm still £400 down, and I really need that refund because, you know, like yourself, I don't get anything for free. This is all my own money has gone into this. Well, except for this, I got that for free, which is very kind. Thank you, Anthony. But no, apart from that, this is all my own money I spend. I don't get anything for free. I'm not in league with anybody. So that's the bottom line, and it's an expensive hobby, as I'm sure you can appreciate as well. If you're watching this, you're a collector. I mean, why else would you be here on this channel? Alrighty, so that's enough about that. So what I'll do is I'll do a couple more room tours and stuff. I've got loads to show you. All this around here. I've got the barge there, and I think you might have seen it in another one. I've got my first ever Detolf in my life now, and loads to show you. And I want to do it, man. I've just had a bit of bad luck with my phone and all of that, but still, that's the update out of the way. So let's get this thing open. Now, this is a sitting duck for a modern release. I mean, look at it. This could be put on, obviously, the Return of the Jedi, modern packaging, or even, probably, now my money's on the Mandalorian, because this is featuring a lot in the Mandalorian. Not only that funny scene when they were shooting and missing the target, they're shooting tin cans or something. But, you know, if you watch the trailer for the Mandalorian 2 series, then this guy is in it as well, and he looks pretty good in it too. So my money's on Mandalorian, but it would be nice if they put it in Return of the Jedi, because that's the first time we saw the speeder bike. Now again, Anthony's gifted me this, but I was eyeing up a speeder bike back in lockdown. This didn't even turn up on eBay. I couldn't find it, so it must be rare. Again, it costs a lot of money in the secondary market in the UK. I think Tim got his from Australia. But anyway, I was eyeing up one from the Power of the Force 2 at one stage. I never got it because I didn't really want to pay, I think it was £30 or something. I don't know. I was looking for a bargain, basically, and I couldn't find it. I wasn't that desperate for it. You know, my Return of the Jedi stuff is about here. But, you know, part of me, and I've got it all in chronological order, Very conscious of people being new to this channel. You might not know that. This is all in Skywalker Saga chronology. So we start on New Hope, and then we end up down here on Return of the Jedi. No, we don't. There's Return of the Jedi. Sequel trilogy there. Prequels, expanded universe, and then standalone anthologies and stuff there. But I think I'm going to put it up there with the other sort of like, I've got a little bit of an ensemble there, like a museum of great vehicles. Right by that tank, man. Why not? As you know, they go beyond the forests of Endor. You'll see these guys in the deserts and the volcanic lands of wherever that planet was. On Mando. Forgot the name. So I did review this for my Patreons. I kind of gave it an overview. I haven't opened it, obviously, as you can see. I merely did the unboxing, you know, the mail call, whatever you call it, you know, because I knew exactly what it was when I saw the US address. And I want to open it now. But look at the packaging, man. It's awesome, isn't it? Inside, you get that kind of diorama thing, which is nice. I'll see what I can do with that later. And then here, you can see the stand for it. I did get a letter from Anthony as well, which was really nice. I will read that, probably not in this video, actually. I was gonna. But if you want to see that, I will leave a link to the Patreon video in the description of this video, if you want to see it. Okay, so I think I'm going to just get it open, man. Fantastic. I did have a speeder bike in the 80s, and it didn't come with a figure back then, though. I think you just got the actual bike, and I remember it being really fiddly, and I hated the fact it kept falling apart. But anyway, I'm a modern adult collector now, so it's just going to be sat on one place, looking good. So let's do it. Boom. Alright there, so don't mind the sound of the lawnmower outside. It's a nice time of year right now. It's a really nice September, like a Indian summer. So here it is. I've just opened the box. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the unpackaging process. And then there you are. You see more of that diorama. That's a really good diorama, actually, in the background. Well, it's not a diorama. It's a... what do you call it now? A set or whatever? I forgot what they call it now in Hollywood. Like, it's almost had it... what do they call it now? They call it matte painting. Matte painting. Well, you know what I mean. There he is. Looks nice, doesn't he? So you get all these accessories with it. I'll do something with that. Obviously, I'll put that somewhere. Yeah, it's just a really nice looking speeder bike. Biker Scout as well, you know. Brilliant. I mean, I might be tempted to have them with my Biker Scouts. I've got a collection of them somewhere, a cluster of them. There's not many of them though, they're over there. I don't want it to look out of place. I'd sooner maybe put him with the vehicle guys and maybe put those Biker Scouts up with him. How about that? To populate that shelf. There are some sections of that shelf there that I have started to fill with figures. I promised myself I wouldn't. I'd have vehicles here, figures here, but actually I ended up putting stuff in here. Like, look at that Fett there. A brilliant Fett. That's the 300th figure Fett, which is not very articulated, but looks great. Just thought I'd have that just underneath the Slave 1. I didn't want it to ruin the scale necessarily. And then because I had these and they're decent figures, I thought I'd have his head coming out the top, you know, why not? And then he's there just because he's a good figure. I don't want to waste them by putting him inside because they are decent figures. And then of course you can't have the tank without the guys popping out the top, you know what I mean? So there you go, that's kind of what started it really. I figured, well, let's get some more figures up there. So I've just decided now, literally live as I'm doing this video, what I'm going to do with these Biker Scouts. And I've got more I can open because they look rubbish there. I've got the final throne room scene, I've got an ensemble of rebels here, and then we've just got them sort of there, and they don't fit because most of my other Imperials for Return of the Jedi are here. They could be there, but I didn't want them to conflict with those stormtroopers there. So that's the way it's rolling on my Return of the Jedi shelf. I just thought I'd let you in on my thinking there. But he looks great, man, and he will do well on the shelf, for sure. Let's get him out of there, man. Okay, so let's just talk technical for a sec. Let's talk about the actual figure is definitely, from what I can tell, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course, in the comments, but that is exactly the same as this Biker Scout. And this figure has been kicking around since at least the VTSC, the Vintage Saga collection. Have I got that right? The VSC, the Vintage Saga collection, which is part of the wing of the Vintage Original Trilogy collection, pre-Vintage collection. And I'd say that that is the same figure, which is great. So it means that that figure, I mean, this is the latest one. They re-released him in the orange card black series, which again could have been on a vintage card, but still, there he was again. But it proves that that figure is to be beaten, you know, unbeatable. I don't think they can get any better than that. Except for that. Look at that horrible black line there. I might do something about that. Maybe not on this one, but on that one I might try and colour one in with some acrylic paint or something. But still, really good figure. I just wanted to show you that. And I was about to say I'm going to keep the the elastic band on his feet. But on this side, it's already come off. But it doesn't look like it matters. Look, can you see? There is a peg hole right there. So I presume that will go on him. Keep him on there. So I might take all the elastic bands off. So what I'm going to do now is put him on a stand and show you what he looks like in flight or whatever. Just got to focus on that there. Really nice. Back to Queen. I've got a newfound love of biker scouts now. Just seeing them off the forest moon of Endor. Just seeing what else they can do. And they're brilliant. They're just like the police, man. Awesome. They're just like stormtroopers with, you know, flexible gear. You know, look at that. You see more black. Less padding or whatever. Less armour. Alright, enough waffle, man. I'm going on. Let's get this thing on display. Boom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. And I just put him in this one position for now. It might change in future, you know how it is. But I just thought I'd put him there. Just beneath the AT-ST, I beg your pardon. Just a great piece, man. They need to bring it out because, you know, to spend as much money as this goes for on the secondary market is not fair whatsoever. Bring it out. It's going to sell. You know what to do, Hasbro. Do it. Do it. Do it without question. So brilliant. Look at the stand it comes with as well. Really nice. I was thinking about putting Juno Eclipse on the back of that, you know. You could be giving his girl a ride. I'll go and find you later, Juno. In fact, I know where you are, Juno. You're right here on the Expanded Universe shelf. Just behind Starkiller. Into Imperial Floozy. That'd be quite cool. I might put that on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, do. I never advertise my Instagram, but you can find me at Only1Kenobi there. On Twitter, at Only1Kenobi. Facebook, at Only1Kenobi. In fact, I do a lot more on Facebook than anywhere, really. I just like the way the format is on there. Twitter and I still haven't quite found each other, but, you know, eventually I still use Twitter. And then, of course, Patreon at Only1Kenobi if you want to support me further there. So there you are. It's just good to be back. It's just nice to film this whole collection. It's just really new, this. I mean, well, I've had the collection for years. The setup is new in here, but I'm glad I can do more videos soon. And if you are a subscriber, thank you. This has been only, and well, most important of all, thank you, Anthony from the Imperial Communique. It really does mean a lot to me, my friend. So thank you so much. Brilliant. Only one Kenobi. Only one. Out.